Joy Junction is Albuquerque's largest emergency homeless shelter and a place of refuge to those who have been forced into the streets.
Yes, this faith-based church ministry provides food, clothing, and shelter to 300 men, women, and children every day. And while the need continues to grow, donations are down. Well, founder and CEO of Joy Junction, Jeremy Reynalds, joins us with details, along with executive assistant Kathy Sotelo, who handles the marketing. Welcome back to both of you.
Good morning.
Hey, thanks, guys. It seems we were here like last week.
I know, right? It goes, time flies.
Yes.
But you know what? We really appreciate what you do. And even though donations are down, we want the viewers to all know that Joy Junction served about 250,000 meals. So how are you meeting the growing need of all these people that you serve?
Well, we're beginning to have, well, we're heading into the grasp of a real issue. We served a lot more meals, and the giving was down $135,000 for last year. Well, obviously we're okay right now because just coming out of the time when everybody gives. But of course, if we extend this issue like a month or two, then we're potentially headed into some real issues, scary issues, because the number of hungry people out on the streets is growing and growing and growing.
Yeah,
Scary.
and right now you guys are serving about 300 men, women, and children every single day. So there's already a big need out.
There's a huge need, and the need on the streets from people we serve on our mobile feeding unit, the Lifeline of Hope. It seems like a number of homeless folks out on the streets, people who have to make a conscious choice between maybe having a room over their head for the night or having a burger. That is growing exponentially.
They have to make a choice between necessities, and that's really a scary thing. So what would be the greatest misconception then that you have about the homeless that you see people come in with?
I think people tend to think that they're lazy without realizing that there's some sort of underlying issue, be it mental illness, veterans who are suffering from PTSD, perhaps someone who's dealing with an addiction, be it drugs or alcohol. Something must have happened that caused these things to begin.
It's not a choice. Nobody wants to be in this position.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big misconception. Well, so okay, so you have a lot of different ways of saying things that are kind of different than what we know. Your shelter offers people what we call a hand up instead of a hand out. And I think that's really interesting. So can you tell us more about the programs and services that you offer?
Yeah, we have a 9-month program that our guests can decide to join. And if they do, we have expectations. They have to go to life recovery classes. They have to go to Bible classes. We also have a case manager on site who can help them find the right resources to help them get their life back on track. We also have a chaplain on site.
Nice.
Yeah, that's very helpful. So you're not just giving them food and then just sending them back on their way. You're trying to help them improve their situation overall.
And get back into mainstream society.
That's great.
Well, you guys launched a pretty ambitious expansion project last year.
Huge.
Can you tell us how that's coming along?
It's coming along, but it's coming along slowly. It's like slowly, much more slowly than we wanted. It's an $8 million expansion. So if any of our listeners, viewers out there have just to spare $8 million, just like at their tips, they can.
anyone? $8 million
to give. We have gained a little bit of money, and we have permission. We have. Being able to meet with the powers that be downtown, in the county. We have permission to expand, more or less. And that's good. That's the first step. But the entire thing is would have cost $8 million. But now we're going to have to do it in 2 halves, and also apply for help from the bank as well, which we don't want to do, because obviously the more money we give to the bank, the less money we have, for sort of direct help to the homes. But the fact is that every night we're turning away folks, and we need to renovate and upgrade the place where we're at. Also run a 52-acre site in the South Valley, which is great, but it's old and it was never meant to run the amount of people through it that we do. But I guess really the point I want to get across is that the need is up. We don't get any government money at all. The need is up. The discretionary income of our donors, just like all of ours, is down. So we're stuck really in a difficult predicament.
Well, we need some help then. So let's show everybody how they can help. You can always call the 2 numbers on your screen. Of course, the address to send any kind of donation is there as well. And we also certainly appreciate any volunteers, because you do rely on volunteers heavily. So we appreciate all you do, and we thank you for it so much.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Let's try to get more people to help out.